Hey James. Wow, it's just amazing how many affiliate marketers they're still just kind of doing the same old thing, aren't they? Like the very basic stuff.
Yeah, Emma, absolutely. It's almost predictable, isn't it? You see the same strategies trotted out time and again, and then people wonder why they're not seeing, well, truly transformative results. It's a bit perplexing, to be fair.
Exactly. And our listeners, they're not looking for predictable, right? They want that edge. That's why they tune into Affiliate Alchemy. They want something beyond the conventional click and pray method?
Indeed. This series, it's always been about unearthing those lesser known yet highly effective techniques. And for episode 44, I'm genuinely curious, Emma. What's the real thrust today? We're talking sustainable growth, but what are the sort of underlying, unconventional pillars we're focusing on? Because for many, unconventional just means risky, which isn't what we advocate.
Oh, absolutely not risky. No, no, no. It's about smart, calculated moves. Today, we're really going to dive into shifting that foundational mindset, right? Moving beyond just seeing affiliate marketing as quick cash and starting to build actual lasting assets. We're going to touch on overlooked niches, some wild traffic generation, and then conversion psychology, but like the real deep stuff. So yeah, no risky business here. Just pure alchemy?
Right, mindset. That's a crucial starting point, isn't it? Because if you're stuck in that quick win mentality, you'll never truly build anything of substance. What, in your experience, Emma, is the biggest mindset shift an aspiring or even a seasoned affiliate marketer needs to make to really embrace these unconventional, sustainable strategies?
Oh, the biggest shift? It's moving from transactional to relational, hands down. A lot of folks, they see a product, they see an audience, and they just want to bridge that gap with a sale, right? But what if you stopped thinking about just that one sale and started thinking about building a relationship, like genuinely helping people, becoming a trusted resource? That's where the real alchemy happens, James. It's not about pushing products. It's about solving problems and building community around solutions?
So effectively, you're advocating for a long-term vision, not just how do I get this person to click and buy right now, but how do I cultivate this relationship so they trust my recommendations for years to come. That sounds, well, it sounds a lot more like building a legitimate business than just flipping products.
Totally. And it's also about embracing failure as data. A lot of people, they try something, it doesn't work, and they quit. But an unconventional marketer, they look at it and go, okay, why didn't that work? What can I learn from this? It's a continuous optimization loop, not just a one and done gamble. It's so freeing when you think that way, right? It takes the pressure off a bit.
That makes perfect sense. Embracing failure as data. I like that. Now, let's pivot slightly to overlooked niche discovery. This is an area where I think many people just flock to the obvious: health, wealth, relationships. But what are some of the unconventional approaches to finding those true hidden gems, the ones that aren't saturated to oblivion, Emma? Because, let's be honest, those big three are incredibly competitive.
Oh, they are way too competitive sometimes. So forget keyword tools for a sec, or at least don't only rely on them. My favorite unconventional approach is actually diving into communities that aren't explicitly about a niche. Think like really specific hobby forums, obscure subreddits, even niche Facebook groups that are more about a lifestyle or a shared problem than a product. Like not best blenders, but people who want to make artisanal small batch nut milks at home. Do you know what I mean?
So you're looking for passionate micro-communities where people are actively discussing problems, desires, and solutions, even if they don't explicitly articulate it as a market need. That's quite clever. It's almost like ethnographic research for affiliate marketing.
Exactly. You're listening to the chatter, right? What are their pain points? What are they celebrating? And then you start seeing patterns. Like maybe there's a specific, really fiddly part of making those nut milks. And if there was a product that solved that, you'd be a hero. You're not just picking a niche, you're uncovering an unmet need within a passionate group. And often, these groups, they're starving for good, trusted recommendations because no one's really serving them properly.
That's brilliant. It makes you a problem solver, not just a marketer. I like that a lot.
Right? Okay, so once you've got that beautiful, well-researched niche, the next thing, obviously, is traffic. And here's where we really go unconventional. Everyone's doing Google ads, Facebook ads, basic SEO, right? What if we skipped all that noise initially?
Skipped all that, Emma. That sounds rather bold. How on earth do you generate traffic, significant traffic, without those established channels? Are we talking about, carrier pigeons?
Not quite carrier pigeons, no. But think about this: micro-influencers and collaborative content. Instead of trying to rank for a massive keyword against giants, why not identify like-minded creators in adjacent, not competing niches, and then, offer to create really valuable content with them, like a joint webinar, a co-authored guide, an interview series. You're leveraging their audience, they're leveraging yours, and everyone wins. It's just so much more authentic than just running an ad campaign.
So, strategic partnerships then, rather than just buying eyeballs. That makes sense for long-term trust, tying back to your earlier point about relationship building. But what if you're just starting out and don't have an audience to leverage yourself? How do you convince an adjacent micro-influencer to collaborate?
Ah, good question. So, you lead with value. You don't ask for a favor, you offer something. Maybe you've done deep research on a specific subtopic that's super relevant to their audience. You write a guest post that's incredibly well researched and detailed, and you just give it to them. Or you offer to promote their product to a small but engaged email list you've built through your niche research. Or you offer to be a guest on their podcast, bringing unique insights. It's always give first, you know?
Give first. I can appreciate that philosophy. It's about earning your way in, rather than just demanding attention. What other unconventional traffic generation methods are you seeing work well? Because I know a lot of people struggle to get beyond the usual suspects.
Okay, so another one, and this ties into the niche discovery we talked about, deeply engaging in those niche communities. Not just dropping links, oh no, that's a huge no-no, but actually becoming a valuable, contributing member, answering questions, offering genuine advice, sharing insights, without expecting anything in return. Like, if you're in that artisanal nut milk group, you're sharing your own experiments, your failures, your successes.
So, essentially, becoming a trusted authority within that specific community organically, rather than just trying to broadcast to it. And then, I presume, people naturally seek out your recommendations because they've seen you consistently provide value.
Exactly. It's slow burn, but it's magnetic traffic. People come to you because you've already built that implicit trust. And if you have, say, a really helpful guide or a specific tool recommendation, it's only natural for them to ask you, hey, what blender are you using for this? And then you can share your affiliate link. But it's not a sales pitch. It's a genuine recommendation from a trusted peer. And it just works so much better than like a cold ad. Plus, it's kind of fun, right? Being part of a community.
That's a very different approach to, the spray and pray model. It sounds like it fosters much higher quality leads too, which can only be a good thing for conversion further down the line.
Oh, for sure. And that brings us perfectly to conversion psychology, right? Because you can have all the traffic in the world, but if you're not converting, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? Beyond just like writing good copy, what's something truly advanced and unconventional we can talk about here?
Precisely. Good copy is foundational, but it's not always enough. What are those subtle psychological triggers that perhaps most affiliate marketers overlook? I'm thinking beyond simple urgency and scarcity, which are, pretty standard playbook items.
Okay. So, how about demonstrable empathy? Most people just list features and benefits, but what if you went deeper? What if you truly articulated the emotional journey your audience is on, pre-product and post-product? Like, if they're struggling with disorganized notes, you don't just say, "This app organizes your notes." You say, "Are you tired of that gnawing anxiety when you can't find that crucial detail? The frustration of wasted time?" Imagine the calm, the clarity, the sheer relief when every idea is instantly at your fingertips. You're tapping into their pain and then, painting a vivid picture of the emotional transformation, not just the functional one.
That's a very human-centric approach. It's about connecting on a visceral level, understanding their deeper motivations and fears, rather than just the surface-level problem. And then the product becomes the solution to that emotional pain, not just a tool. That's really potent, Emma.
Yeah, it's about being a mirror to their feelings and then showing them the path to a better emotional state. That's just so much more compelling than, a bulleted list of features. People buy feelings, right? Not just products.
They absolutely do. That's a profound insight. What other psychological levers beyond empathy can affiliate marketers subtly pull to enhance conversions in an unconventional way? I'm thinking about things that build genuine trust rather than just quick, fleeting sales.
Right, trust. So, a massive one, and this is so often overlooked, is what I call preemptive objection handling through narrative. Instead of waiting for them to think, "But what if," or "This sounds too good to be true," you weave those objections directly into your story. Like, "When I first heard about X, I was skeptical. I thought, oh, another gimmick. But then I tried it, and here's what surprised me." You're anticipating their internal dialogue and addressing it before it becomes a barrier.
So you're essentially having the conversation with them, proactively tackling their doubts before they even voice them. That really disarms them, doesn't it? It shows you understand their concerns, which again builds that rapport and trust. Very clever.
Totally. And it makes your recommendation feel more authentic because you're admitting you had doubts too. It's not this perfect, shiny, flawless pitch. It's a real person sharing a real experience. Another thing, and this is super important, is what I call negative social proof. People usually use positive testimonials, right? But sometimes it's more powerful to say, "This product isn't for everyone." If you're looking for a magic bullet without putting in any effort, then this isn't for you. You're actually creating exclusivity, and it makes people who are ready to put in the effort feel seen, and it strengthens their desire. It's really powerful. Do you know what I mean?
That's quite counterintuitive, the negative social proof. But I can absolutely see how it creates a stronger bond with the right audience. It's almost like a filter. Now, let's talk about building long-term assets. This is where many affiliate marketers, I suspect, fall short, focusing on short-term gains. What constitutes a long-term asset in the affiliate world, beyond just, an email list?
Oh, James, beyond an email list? Although an email list is, it's still gold, don't get me wrong. But think bigger. Think owned media properties. We're talking about things like a really in-depth evergreen resource hub on your website for your niche. Like not just blog posts, but like a comprehensive guide that becomes the go-to reference. Or a thriving private community, like a paid Discord server or a forum, where people actively engage and you facilitate those conversations.
So, creating platforms or resources that offer sustained value, pulling people back repeatedly, rather than just a one-off visit to a review page, that's a significant shift from the typical affiliate model.
Absolutely. It's building a fortress, right? And your affiliate links become just one component within this valuable ecosystem. Another massive one, unique proprietary tools or templates you create. Even if they're simple, if they solve a specific problem for your niche, they become an incredibly sticky asset. People they'll come for the tool, and then they'll trust your recommendations for everything else. It's just so much more defensible than, just chasing the next Google update or Facebook algorithm change. You own that asset. It's yours.
That's brilliant. It makes you indispensable to your audience rather than just a middleman. And I can imagine how that strengthens your negotiating position with vendors too when you have such a robust asset.
Totally. Now, this all sounds great, but it's crucial to wrap it up with ethical scaling because, unconventional can sometimes get a bad rap if people think you're cutting corners. How do we ensure that all these growth hacks are done with complete integrity and sustainability in mind, James?
That's a vital point, Emma. Ethical scaling is non-negotiable. First and foremost, transparency. Always disclose your affiliate relationships clearly and unequivocally. It's not just good practice, it's the law in many places, and it builds immense trust. If your audience feels deceived, even subtly, you've lost them for good. Secondly, only promote products you genuinely believe in and ideally have personally used or thoroughly vetted. Your reputation is your most valuable asset, and one bad recommendation it can unravel years of hard work. No amount of short-term gain is worth that.
Yeah, I've seen that happen to people. They just promote anything for a quick buck and then poof, their audience is gone. So, it's about truly putting your audience first, right? Even if that means saying no to a high-paying but kind of dodgy offer.
Absolutely. Your audience's trust is paramount. And for scaling sustainably, think about how you automate tasks without compromising that personal touch. Can you, for instance, set up automated email sequences that provide continuous value rather than just sales pitches? Can you delegate repetitive tasks to virtual assistants so you can focus on building those high-value assets we discussed? It's about working smarter, not just harder, and ensuring every expansion maintains the quality and integrity your audience expects. Avoid anything that feels spammy or forced, because that's where things start to crumble.
That's such a good point about automation. It's about freeing up your time to be more human, paradoxically. Wow, James, this has been such a jam-packed episode. We've covered so much, from those foundational mindset shifts, finding those hidden niches, the wild, unconventional traffic, deep diving into conversion psychology, and building those long-term assets, all with that ethical scaling framework. For our listeners, what's the one key actionable insight you really hope they take away from today?
The one key takeaway, Emma, I'd say it's this. Stop looking for shortcuts. Instead, focus on building genuine, lasting value. Whether it's through the relationships you cultivate, the unique insights you provide, or the proprietary assets you create. The unconventional path isn't about trickery. It's about deeper understanding and serving your audience better than anyone else. It's about being an expert and a trusted friend, not just a salesperson. If you shift that mindset, everything else, falls into place.
Yes, and for our listeners, please just pick one thing we talked about today and implement it. Don't try to do everything at once. Maybe it's just starting to participate in that super niche community or brainstorming one unique asset you could build. Just start small, but start with intention.
Excellent advice. Small, consistent actions based on these unconventional principles will yield far greater, more sustainable results than chasing fleeting trends. It truly is about alchemy, transforming effort into lasting gold. Thank you for another insightful chat, Emma.
Always a pleasure, James. And to all our ambitious affiliate alchemists out there, keep experimenting, keep growing, and we'll catch you next time for more unconventional growth hacks.